What's new? I don't see anything else new. Okay. He's getting progressively worse, and there's been a couple of days of not so craziness, and we know that he's going to be crazy soon, so time to abort. It was getting good, yes, it was getting good, but now I don't know what to do. Oh, there's more notes, Okay, there's more notes. Let's read this. Fuck me, do I have to read this out to you guys? You guys want to hear my voice? Okay. Domestic violence conference 1. Domestic violence equals cycle. Manifests progressively within a relationship. Initially tension and hostility. Cycle equals 4 phases. Tension phase. Irritability of the perpetrator, which is attributed to work stress, traffic issues, etc. No physical violence, but hostile silences, aggressive looks, irritable tone, etc. Everything the victim does is a source of irritation to the perpetrator. The stress and frustration is always the victim's fault. The victims try to find out what's wrong, but is faced with responses like, no, it's nothing, I don't know why you're complaining, etc. Eventually, it leads to verbal aggressions and insults, and the victim regrets asking. Aggressive phase. The perpetrator appears to be losing control, yelling, insults, threats, breaking objects, often leading up to physical violence. Progressive physical violence. Pushing, arm twisting, slaps, punches, use of a weapon. The victim is overwhelmed by feelings of powerlessness and sadness rather than anger. Excuses phase. The perpetrator tries to deny or downplay his behavior. He finds an explanation that shifts the blame onto the victim. It's the victim's fault or the result of external pressure. He promises to change, says that everything will be fine, that he'll see a psychologist, etc. More promises. Emotional blackmail. I need you. I'm nothing without you. I would die without you, Renz, etc. Reconciliation phase. A honeymoon period. The perpetrator is suddenly attentive, considerate, showers the victim with gifts, etc. The perpetrator is very sincere, fearing that the victim will really leave him. He begs for forgiveness. Renewed hope that the perpetrator will really change, but this simply raises the victim's tolerance threshold to violence. The victim thinks they can cure him, help him, etc. The victim, I don't know how to pronounce that word, weas, writing during the aggressive phase, but this phase persuades them to stay. The phases repeats themselves. They spirals into a vicious cycle. The victim eventually perceives this violence as normal, and their life can be at a serious risk if this continues. Jekyll and Hyde behavioral pattern. Conference 2. Physical and psychological violence are linked. There is no physical violence without the psychological violence that precedes it. Psychological violence equals a series of attitudes uncommon to denigrate, destabilize, and hurt the other person. This is not a unique event, but is an integral part of the relationship. It is intended to subdue the other, control them, and to maintain the feeling of power. Subtle mistreatments, without physically striking, creating tensions, frightening the victim to demonstrate his power. Difficult to quantify and evaluate because it is a subjective and depends on the levels of sensitivity of each victim. Several types of behavioral patterns or attitudes can be considered microaggressions. Control. Possessive vocabulary, monitoring the victim maliciously in order to dominate and command them, e.g., taking control of mealtime, sleep, spending, social life, etc. Isolation. Isolating the victim from family, friends, colleagues, social acquaintances. The perpetrator ensures that the victim's life is essentially focused on him exclusively, e.g., taking the victim's phone, computer, etc. Insinuations and lies about other victims in the victim's life. Isolation is both a cause and a consequence of mistreatment. Pathological jealousy. Jealous behavior, constant suspicion, unfounded accusations of intent, etc., no base in reality, requires the victim's continuous and exclusive presence. There is no way of appeasing pathological jealousy because it is simply a denial of reality. Harassment. Repeating a message to exhaust mental and critical judgment capacities of the victim to make them accept anything. Monitoring The person following the victim in the street, harassing them on the phone, waiting for the victim as she leaves work. Harassment often occurs after a breakup. Denigration affects the victim's self-esteem, making them believe they are worthless. Dismissive attitudes and hurtful words causes the victim to lose self-confidence. Expressive doubts about the victim's mental health denigrates their intellectual abilities, their bodies and appearance, etc. Launches a systematic attack on the victim's family, friends and / or children. This can happen with words that appears to be sincere and normal. Humiliation disparages, ridicules and acts in a disrespectful way towards the victim. This is merely an outlet for the perpetrator's anger, e.g. mocking, spitting in the victim's face, making crude noises, urinating on the victim. What? Urinating on a victim? Who? People piss on people? Nani? Creating a feeling of shame that serves an additional obstacles to prevent the victim from taking about their concerns. Intimidation exhibits acts of indirect violence, e.g. on their environment, breaking objects, slamming doors, etc. Driving too fast, cruelty towards pets, etc. Shows the victim that physical violence could happen to them too, creates a feeling of fear in the victims. Indifference to emotional demands, refusal to show any concerns for the victim, insensitivity, making a show of rejection or contempt. Intentionally creates a situation of lack and frustration, refusing to communicate, going to family events, etc., disregarding the physical or psychological state of the others. Threats. Blackmail, threats of suicide, threatening to withhold money, to abduct children, etc. Threats of retaliation against the family or entourage, maintaining power over the victim. Some of these acts can seem normal when isolated, but when they happen repeatedly over a long period of time to the same person, they become a form of violence. The perpetrator takes advantage of the emotional weaknesses of the victim, wearing them down mentally. People are scary. Pee on people. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck with the pee on people? What the heck? Okay, those are the notes, I guess. Wait, oh, I got a new email. I got email to myself, from myself. Who's Laura? Yo. How do I see it? I got a new email from... Oh. Email. Lost. Oh. This is a message. This message is for the unknown person who may find this phone. My name is Laura, and I own this phone. I'm writing this to get back, but I may need your kind help. My partner is a... Oh shit! Sorry. The immersion. I apologize, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This message is from the unknown person who may find this phone. My name is Laura, and I own this phone. I'm not writing this to get back, but I may need your help. My partner is a violent and dangerous man. I just left him to start a new life somewhere else and deliberately dropped this phone at the station when I was changing trains. I wanted to get rid of it so he couldn't locate me. I called my sister, who told me that he was harassing the people close to me to find out where I was, and that makes my blood run cold. I installed an app on my phone, I Am Here. If you use it, the app will send a notification indicating the phone's GPS coordinates. I'm hoping to lead him down a false trail so he leaves my friends and family alone. The code to unlock this GPS is attached. Obviously, I would please ask you to erase his data on this phone and then throw it away so he can't locate me, and to prevent him from harassing you as well. Whatever, don't worry about me, I'm safe and intend to make a formal complaint against him. Okay, so is that the end? So the question is, do I enable my GPS and let him know where I am? Yeah, I might as well do it. Yeah, do the thing, yeah, and be like, surprise, motherfucker. I'm not Laura. I am Pac. Let's look at that picture first, because I probably need to screenshot this. Okay, I've got the picture because you know I can't remember that stuff. So cheery old. Screenshot done. Go to the police station. How do I go to the police station? Okay. So let's look at where's one. Okay, so it's, oh my. Why would someone do such a dun dun dun? Oh, hi Sue. How's it going? Okay. So we've got the GPS on now, so he knows where I am now. This motherfucker, you Ben. You can't see what I'm doing because I haven't got a webcam on, but I'm showing him, I'm giving this Ben S the middle finger. Motherfucker, you think you can fucking abuse me? Huh? Psychologically abuse me? Bitch, I'm an independent woman. I don't need no help from no man. Yeah, I'm Laura, bitch. Anyway, so I guess we shall we click on this to share or? Yes, I'm still on Sue. I've been stuck in this game for like what feels like 1 to 2 hours, and whew, I think I'm close to the end now. Should I click on this or not? Sneaks back and sits comfy in the corner. Welcome back, Chrome. Let's click on this. Yeah, I'm gonna click on this. I think it's the end, maybe. I don't know. Come on, motherfucker. Where are you? Okay. It was Ben who sent the video. I apologize again for having wrongly accused you. Wait, what's this? Okay, I could see things were going badly in our relationship. Okay, it's a girl, right? Okay, let me start again. It was Ben who sent the video. I apologize again. Wait, for wrongly accused you. I could see things were going badly in our relationship, but every time I told myself I was going to leave him, he became adorable, sweet, and romantic again. I really thought he would change, but the cycle kept repeating. The doctor said I was missing my period because I was so stressed, and I lost a lot of weight. And when Ben discovered I wasn't pregnant, he went crazy and called me selfish for not wanting to have a child with him. And when it suddenly dawned on me, the pure reminder that had disappeared from my phone, it was him. He wanted me to forget, and he didn't even deny it when I confronted him. You are right. Forgive me for not believing you. Ben was insanely jealous, and I now realize he was manipulating me. He was convinced I was hiding things from him, and I think he was actually tracking my phone. He ended up pushing me when he tried to snatch it out of my hands. I thought it was best to leave before he went too far, and I threw away my phone and SIM card away just in case. I actually felt ashamed. I was convinced that I was to blame for the situation with Ben, and didn't dare to tell anyone. Forgive me for having gone so far away without letting you know. I just feel so empty now. I'm physically and mentally exhausted. I'm gonna take care of myself and rest. I was so stressed out, I couldn't sleep. I feel like I'm slowly recovering from a long illness. Hi Michael, thanks again for authorization by transfer. I got here safely, and the change I've seen is doing so much good. I'm surrounded by great people here, and my transfer went very smoothly. I'm preparing my complaint with the help of an association here. Thank you so much once again, Laura. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been here. Even when I pushed you away and didn't want to believe you, you stuck by me. I'm gradually getting back in touch with my old friends, and I'm so glad to know they are listening and supporting me. If you ever need anything at all, don't hesitate to ask, and even if we're further away from each other now. Yo, I swear I didn't get all the achievements. Obviously, I don't want to get 100%. I was wondering what achievements am I missing. So yeah. Curiosity killed the cat. Log into the second email account. Okay, and find out the truth. Apparently, I haven't done all that. I somehow finished the game with skipping stuff. So it might be like I said that, you know, how I somehow like skipped steps. No wonder it was so fucking hard. I must have skipped steps or something. But yeah. Shall I raise data? Well, let's erase. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I skipped steps. I don't know. Oof, I forgot the voice acting. Let's read what you say. I was supposed to sleep, but here I am, listening to this in bed. Oh, you go to sleep now, Najib. Have a good night. I think the game's finished now. Was it to Alex? Yeah. It seemed like it was to Alex because we was accusing him of sending the video. So Alex was a good guy. I'm probably gonna try and condense this shit and put onto YouTube, but I don't know how I'm gonna do this. During the hours and 2 hours of me getting stuck and raging so hard, so apologies everyone who heard me rage so hard and swearing and stuff like that. Maybe I'll clip some of it in there, but we'll see. Because I want it to be short as possible, but this game is quite deep. It's quite deep. It's not your average game. Talking about domestic violence, and not even the physical kind, the mental kind, the psychological damage that you can give to others. It makes you think and open your mind and stuff like that. Yeah, there was some stuff I didn't do. Not sure if I'll play this again to finish the rest. But this game was it was fun. You know, made me open my head, stuff like that. It's a deep game. It's a deep game. So yeah, I've got 7 out of 10, so 70% of the achievement done. There's a few achievements that I haven't done. A different mailbox, none of my business. No child left behind.